Well, finally, we can stand here in the press conference media room and say Kyle Larson is a Chili Bowl Midget Nationals champion. First off, when those words come out of my mouth, how does it make you feel?
When it comes out of your mouth, it feels really good because you're the biggest Christopher Bell lover in the media center every week. So, no, it feels good. You know, I've been said it a lot now, but I've been coming here 13 years and been close. You're not for all of them, but I feel like for the last 7 or 8 years, when I come in this building, I have a shot to win, and just sometimes circumstances, bad luck, and then last year, me just giving the race away, it just makes me want it really bad. So to finally put it together and be able to pass Christopher for the lead, in open track, and get the win, it couldn't have came any better for me.
You took a big risk leaving Keith's team to run for Paul Silva and obviously yourself. To win as your own car owner and have Paul with you, who's never wrenched on a midget in his life, that's got to be something special.
It is. There's a lot of it that feels special. I've thought about doing this now for a few years, and just been so close to winning with Keith. I just felt like I'd be crazy to do something different, and then finally it's just like, what, let's just do it and see what happens. And it couldn't really have gone much better. We've won just about every time we've hit the racetrack, and then just me being a single car team here on a side road, not in the main drag of this building. I don't even know the last time when somebody's won this race, from not being in a major pit area. So, we're next to the party bus with Ace McCarthy. So, it's just been a fun week. It was always fun with Keith and Pete, but it just has been different this week. It's been fun. It's just felt like it did, when I first started coming here. Hanging out, drinking, just having a good time and relaxing. Setting our T-shirts up in our pit area and selling merchandise, and it's just felt, I can't even really come up with a word right now. It just felt different than years previous, and I think that definitely helps for the on-track performance stuff.
I've watched you race throughout your entire career, and you finally, won this thing. I asked a similar question in the press conference, and you threw me under the bus, and rightfully so. But every time you've walked in this building in the past 3 years, you've had heartbreak, and finally you win this thing. I don't think there's probably a better feeling that you could ever feel, right?
No, and I think with all the heartbreak, it makes winning it feel that much greater. Had I won it 7 years ago, I don't know if it would feel as cool as it does tonight winning. Sometimes you gotta lose them and lose them in terrible ways to really make it feel better, I guess. I don't even know, but it's just last year was probably the worst I've ever felt in my life. I had to stand on that stage and fake a smile, and then come in here and listen to Christopher talk about winning, and Keith being excited about winning, which he should be, because his car still won, but it just ate at me. And I've lost races before on the last lap. I've lost plenty of times, but last year was terrible, and it kept me up at night, for a few nights in a row, and to come back a year later and prove to myself that I can do it, was special. I was just trying not to think about it, and at the last 5 laps of that race, and you could see me start making mistakes. I was definitely thinking about it, but was able to hold them off.
I think the soundbite that sticks out to me the most from your press conference was that you came into tonight not feeling confident, which you had won every single race you had been in coming into tonight. Why?
Well, I think why would be, I won Tuesday, my prelim night, but you've seen Bell dominate, and I felt like he had some things work out for him, but he still dominated the race of champions. And then I won Tuesday, and I watched the race afterwards. I really didn't think we were that good. And then, tonight in the pole shuffle, I just didn't have the grip I needed, and I hadn't felt it all week. And Christopher starting outside front row, I knew he was gonna be tough, and then he got the lead off the start. I mean, I've never seen anybody get the lead, from the outside pole to start the feature. So I was like, man, we're all in trouble here. We're all racing for second, and then my car just was getting better and better, and which was it surprised me, because I felt like I was going to need the grip in the racetrack to have the grip I needed. I hadn't felt good yet when the track got slick, but it seemed like as it got slicker, we got better, and instantly, your confidence changes, and you're able to get the restarts there and get by them.
I know you're getting ready to party, and we already saw your wife shotgun a beer in victory lane like she's done at so many racetracks. The momentum you have right now going into Daytona, it's incredible.
Yeah, it is. It's I'm glad that I have a lot more dirt racing left to do still. I'm gonna head to Australia tomorrow. I'm gonna go race with Sean Dyson and Felicity and Carson Macedo, be teammate with him, and see ya. And hopefully do good down there. I've never been good in Australia, but and then I still gonna race. I still have a lot of racing left to do before Daytona. So some tough races. The wing sprint cars. It's extremely tough. You go down to Australia and there's guys I've never heard of that I'll be running behind most of the week. And then I'll go race Volusia with the All Stars and the Outlaws, and then off to Daytona racing with the best of the world in stock cars. So looking forward to all the racing I got upcoming. Going to be really busy. I haven't had an off season yet. I won't this year. Normally after Chili Bowl I have a couple weeks off, but I want to stay busy. I want to stay active. I want to keep winning, and I think it's definitely going to help our Cup season.
Congrats, dude.
Thank you.
Kyle Larson has finally won the Chili Bowl Midget Nationals tonight in 2020 in Tulsa. I'm Tyler Burnett from the Chili Bowl Midget Nationals, presented by Sage Fruit, an exceptional eating experience.